What's going on, YouTube? And thanks again for tuning back into another episode here on the SpeedBug channel. It's been here about 2 weeks or so since I've posted. I'm sure a lot of my followers are kind of wondering, hey, what the hell is going on? Would you just fall off the face of the earth? What's going down? Would you just quit YouTube, this, that, whatever? The answer is no. As I informed a lot of you in my previous video, probably maybe 5 or 10 uploads ago, that the uploads would stop and not be as frequent. As you can see, as I'm moving. As you look around, all the stuff has now been taken off the walls, so on and so forth. I just have some things in the racks, helmets and stuff that I just haven't thrown in boxes. Motorcycle pieces. The only thing I actually haven't taken off the wall is my canister that holds all my cleaning supplies, lubricants and stuff like that. And obviously my flat screen TV, because it's safer on the wall rather than letting it sit on the ground. But, however, let's get back here to it. I am moving, and everything that went through with the house that I was supposed to get during the time, 3-4 car garage house, I was narrowing them down to 2. And obviously everybody knows within South Florida, almost everything, or if you don't know, almost every house down here is governed within an HOA. Now, in previous videos, you've seen me bitch and complain about my current HOA, where I live, some of the people that reside in it, whatever. I'm not going to go into it. If you want to know further more about it, watch those videos. Bottom line is they suck, I hate them, and I said if I'm going to move and buy a house or even rent another house, it will never be within an HOA again. So those 2 houses, only one had a previous HOA, but the HOA covered things like the front sign entering the neighborhood. Nothing like a gated community or anything like that, like how I live in now with guards and stuff like that. No, never again. But both of those fell through, nothing due to my own financial reasons or anything like that. But that's my business. I don't want to disclose that and keep going all into my personal shit here on YouTube. Bottom line is I am no longer getting that house, either one of those houses. And what I have decided to do is actually downsize from what I'm currently doing. Because I'm going to downsize a little bit for a single year and save up and rack up a bunch of cash. And I have a plan. I have a 1-year plan and a 5-year plan. And even the 5-year plan is the one that's going to really pay off. And once I do that, then I can really do exactly what I want to do and hopefully live and retire within that house. So, as you also look around, a lot of you guys have been reading all of your comments and asking, why haven't you made any 5 things I dislike about the Diavel? Why haven't you made your 5 things I dislike about the 959 Panigale, the Hyper Motard, or any of that? You only did the V4. Well, to be 100% honest with you, part of my 5-year plan, and yes, I could afford all these toys and stuff like that, but the BMW is just about paid off. Grom is paid off. And those are honestly the 2 bikes I really care for the most. I could really care less about any of the Ducatis I bought. I bought them just because I liked them, and I've never owned any Ducati, so I said, well, why not? Why? Because I can. Now, within this plan, the Corvette is definitely staying. Corvette's definitely not going anywhere. This here is my baby. It's got a brand new motor pretty much in it here that, Lashway did, the recent job on it, and if I sold it, I would take the biggest hit on it. So there's no way I'm ever gonna, obviously, get rid of this thing, and I'll probably buy a hoopty or a piece of shit car to drive that. But anyway, Corvette's not going anywhere. Grom ain't going nowhere. Like I said, I told you guys in all my videos before, Grom is still probably my most favorite fun bike to ride. And obviously the BMW is still my most favorite bike out of all my bikes to have. So what I've ended up trying to do, and what I'm going to end up doing, is I've listed all of it for sale. And I know I bought a lot of this. Some I've had loans that require interest. Some I actually got 0% on some of these motorcycles. Yes, 0% is possible on a motorcycle. You just got to know the right place and where to look. But some of them I got well below retail, even when they were brand new, and some of them I had to pay above retail. Either way, doesn't matter. I'm going to take a hit and lose on some of them, or a little bit on all of them. And I'm okay with that, solely because my 5-year and 1-year plan will more than exceed to pay for all of this and anything that I have planned to do with any of these motorcycles. So if it makes parts of the banks happy to see that, hey, maybe you don't have this loan, or you could pay this one off and keep this one. You know, if I owe $20,000 on one or $15,000 on another, this, that, whatever, you know, even though I have the cash to pay off, you know, some of them, it's easier. I'd rather take the $1,000 or $2,000 hit and just let it go and not have to worry about that money missing from my bank account, because I'm definitely going to be using that money as something else that's going to be much going to be using that money. I will be using that money for something that will pay dividends a lot higher than just owning a motorcycle. These are all materialistic items, and I'm not so much attached to any of these Ducatis. So I got them all once in this short period of time. I can get them all again, and they can go. So whoever is, you know, if any of you viewers are watching, they are listed for sale. It's or best offer. Again, I'm not trying to get exactly what I owe on them. You know, I'm willing to take a hit, but I'm more than happy parting ways with them. But the BMW and the Grom is definitely not for sale. So moving forward, I just wanted to give you guys an update on that and why I haven't been doing some things. But the main reason I haven't been doing any type of YouTube is because I've been so consumed with all this moving shit and battling back and forth with these banks, and not so much the realtors and what they wanted to see and what they didn't want to see. And then they're like, well, if you do this and you do this, I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to do any of it. And that pissed a lot of them off, but I'm going to downsize a little bit, collect my cheddar, make it even bigger than it already is for 12 months, and boom, I'll get exactly what I want, when I'm ready, not on somebody else's terms. And it's definitely not going to have an HOA. It's definitely not going to have a guard or anything like that, because I don't want anyone ever telling me again what I can and what I can't do within my house, or how many motorcycles I can have in my garage. I mean, I was looking at this one community, and I'll tell you, it's ridiculous. And people that live in an HOA that watch this and know what I'm talking about. They told me I couldn't have more than 3 vehicles registered to my house that had a 3-car garage. The hell out of here. Get out of here. You know, 3 vehicles, 3-car garage, and you got a 9-car driveway. Okay. So, no. Eventually, I'll just get the house that I want and everything and what I want to do, and it will be the right time. But I'm not going to be forced into it just because I have to leave here. But in the meantime, everything, you know, I have 2 of the bikes actually not here, which is the Hyper Motard and the 959. They're actually back at the dealership on consignment, ready to be sold. And if they don't sell, hey, no problem. I'll keep them. Eventually they'll sell, or I'll just ride them, whatever, you know. Or if some of the things pay off within the next year, maybe I'll just pay them off if I have the means, no problem. But that's exactly what we're going to be doing. I look back, I thought I heard something. But that's going to conclude it here for this update. I wanted to give you guys just a quick update, but I am going to do something real quick, you know, on some of the other bikes so that you guys know. And there'll still be, you know, some periodic things until I move into the new SpeedBug headquarters garage / temporary living area, and it'll be all right. But bottom line is I won't have my dickhead neighbor that's right here that bitches about everything, because he is a bitch and he knows it, and that's why he walks with his head down every time he sees me. He's too ashamed and full of shit that he bitches about everything. So, but that's going to conclude it here for today's video. I hope you like what you saw. Don't forget to subscribe, and I promise you guys there still will be more content coming, more wheelies, superbike reviews, you know, me nitpicking at the V4, which you guys love to criticize me, saying it's the best bike in the world. Guess what? No, it's not. I don't think so. But if you think it's the best bike in the world, then why don't you go buy it if you don't have the means? So have a good one. We will see you for another episode here on the SpeedBug channel, and stay tuned. Don't forget to check me out on IG at TheSpeedBug. Have a good one.